Welcome to the FIDE Grand Prix recaps. We are in day 2 of the semi-final. The players who have qualified are Hikaru, Hikaru Nakamura, Wesly and Amin Tabatabaei. In day 1 of the semi-finals, Wesly won against Amin Tabatabaei and Hikaru Nakamura drew against Hikaru. So today also, Hikaru drew against Mamediaro, but Wesly and Amin Tabatabaei's game ended in a decisive result. So we'll take a look at the game. Amin Tabatabaei opened with d4. This is the names of Indian. Black takes the knight and creates double pawns, that is his plan. Here white tries to keep the center closed for this light square bishop. White also castles. Black goes for knight bd7 and knight e5. He attacks the pawn and white goes for e4, which gives up the pawn. Even if you try to defend this pawn, let's say queen b3, there was e into d5. After c into d5, there was knight d3. You can't take because you hang the rook. So black will have an active position. So that's why he goes for e4, which is the best move. Knight into c4, bishop f1. And now he again controls the center, only there is no double pawns here. Knight g6, knight g2, b5. Black tries to break the structure. White takes it. And now black takes in the center. But white also attacks his queen, so black can't take the pawn immediately. Meanwhile, white defends the pawn. He activates his bishop. And now black takes because there is rook into e1 and you have to take the rook and then black can take the knight. So it is kind of a tactic. Rook d1, and here Wesly goes for knight h4, which if you have calculated 2 moves is fine. Because after g into h4 there is queen g4 and it's going to be a mate after bishop g2. And if you play rook into d5, there is knight f3, you win the queen. But white has a move which saves the game and gives him advantage, that is rook to d3, stops knight f3. Let's say if you just play knight f3 now and you think you are winning an exchange, there is queen to c3 and you lose the bishop now. So white will have 2 bishops for a rook, which is very strong. So here black goes for queen g4 as he has to protect his knight, otherwise white would take. So now he pins the pawn. Queen c3. Now he's threatening queen into g7, so the queen cannot move. Bishop to e4, bishop to e2 counter attacks the queen. If you take, then there's queen into g7. As I said earlier, you cannot move the queen. He goes back. Rook into d6, knight f5. Black has to exchange the queens because otherwise there's a strong attack. And here after a4, black resigns because now his rook has come in the game. These 2 pawns are ready to promote with these 2 bishops coming in the game. This knight doesn't look active, it's getting blocked. And the rook is also stuck in the corner. So you could still fight here, but black decided to resign. It's an advantage of plus 5.5. But you could continue for some moves. So yeah, Amin Tabatabaei wins this game against Wesly. And as yesterday, Wesly won against Amin Tabatabaei, this game will go into the tiebreaks, and Hikaru vs Mamediaro game will also go to the tiebreaks as both their games ended in a draw. So yeah, there will be the tiebreaks of the semi-finals and we'll see the players in action and we'll see who wins the semi-finals and moves on to the finals. And also Hikaru Nakamura is the early winner of the FIDE Grand Prix 2022 series. Earlier, Richard Rapport was leading in the Grand Prix points. He had played the Grand Prix League 1 and League 2, and Hikaru had played League 1 and this is his second league, that is League 3. Hikaru reached the semi-final, so he got more Grand Prix points, so he is the early winner of the Grand Prix Chess Tournament 2022. So yeah, this was the recap of the semi-finals day 2. This is Edrick Vaz Chess. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next video.